Okay, Wednesday morning in the kingdom, and I'm hurting. Yes, the bartender overserved me last night. That's the last time I'm bartending. I had a drink for Jerry, and then I had a drink for Dad. And then I forgot which one I drank for, so I had another drink to cancel out the drink or to equal out the drink or whatever. So, in other words, I'm hurting, but that's okay. All right, we woke up to a warm minus 19 Celsius, but feels warm at minus 25. Yes, it isn't cold out here at all. All right, the Grinch gloves are for dramatic effect. Yes, just like in Hollywood. All right, on the yo-yo scale, a warm minus 2 Fahrenheit. But feels like a warm minus 13. Oh, that's it. We're done for the day. It's minus 13 Fahrenheit. We'll have to not do anything today. Yes, I'm so glad we got past the 13,000 subscribers. We're into the 1400s. We're so close to 1 million subscribers. An easy street where the money tree will blossom and I don't have to worry about the hydro being cut off or not having enough fuel or anything like that to perform these video functions. Yes. Also, too, Amazon has my picture book. Yes, picture book. And for being free, it's an ebook form only because you can't afford to print a book in pictures because it would cost way too much. All right, it's free from January 29th to February 2nd. 5 days on Amazon, 4 days on Sesame Street. Also, too, I was beveraging last night and indulging in Belgium chocolates. No, not the ladies. All right, Belgium chocolates all the way from Belgium, I think. And look at that. They put the map on the back so you can figure it out. Not like, put the map on the on the carton and you have to flip it over and then the little thingies all fall out. And then you never get them in the right spot. So then it's just a big Russian roulette as you bite into the chocolates. Yes. All right, let's put this in here. We can't afford to buy that kind of stuff when it's full price here at the end of the world. But when it's on sale and way past the expiry date, that's when we can afford it. That would be almost normal price down south. All right, let's back up. See what we got. All right, we have the TD18 known as duly plugged in over here. All right, so we got to do some dragging. It's supposed to get cold, so we want to cut that snow base down. Yes, seems how we don't have the grader up and running. We have to use the drag, but oh well, we'll handle it. Also, too, over here, we have Aggie the cat. Okay, he's going to be plugged in later today because he's got to go out tomorrow and plow some snow. Go to the staff's house in WHO-ville. Also, too, drinking last night. My dad would be so proud of me. I went to college. I went to, got all those awards and welding degrees and philosophies and all those certificates so I can put them in a cardboard box in the shed because they mean nothing to me. I'm not a better person hanging them up on the wall of the office. Yes, well, there's no room in the office to hang them up. But now look at me. My dad would be so proud of me. I'm standing here holding a stick and known as a famous 5-star Amazon author. Yes, Amazon author. Here I was trained to work in industry and everything like that. Now I'm an author. All right, let's scroll quickly here. We got some wood stove smoke happening. Both stoves had hot coals. I just raked them through some wood in and a little bit of accelerants. You can see by there. Oops, that's a little dark for the Swedish kid, but oh well. She'll get over it when she's here feeding the wood stove to stay warm. All right, let's get to, we've got lots to do today. All right, put the me phone back in before it censors me. All right, we're going to take the big boys out. The TD-AT known as Dooley for Dual Stack Smoke Show. Yes. All right, we better go. Here comes the boss. Okay, 11 o'clock in the kingdom, and we're out in the shop. Yes, I don't have time to write on a book because I have to get this done. Yes, I have to get this done. All right. So over here, we have the 41 Chevy outside full of rocks and wood. We need that wet wood to slow the burn down. Yes, the burn. But I need to empty the wheelbarrow full of rocks. So to empty the wheelbarrow full of rocks, all I'm going to do is dump it here, and it'll fall out in the ground. Or if I dump it in behind, it's just going to fall out in the ground. So I create more work, like when I said I do. All right, so we need some plates in here to stop it from spilling over, one on the other side, and then we need some plates across the front here to keep it from spilling out. All right, and this wood stove here, I came in, I could feel there was hot coals in it, but also too, I put my hand under the stove and I could feel warmness on those rocks, okay? Because I don't think this stove being a tin barrel would hold much heat. So having those rocks down there, I think it was actually, helping out. Let's go to the front of the shop. We'll do a walk and talk video because everybody needs their exercise. It's January. Yes, the end of January. Hopefully this month is over. All right, so over here, we brought out the best of the plates. Yes. See, they're pre-bent. They're worn out. They got booger welds. This is thin. That's thick. This is here. All right, this is 100% scrap metal. Everybody else would toss in the scrap bin. How dare you even bring it near the shop? But now, at the end of the world here, we recycle, repurpose, and reuse. Yes. So I marked everything here because I need lefts and rights. Plus, they're different sizes and measurements. You see the difference. Because I don't use a tape measure. I use, I test fit and use the scratch marker, the chalk. Oh, these lips. All right, so that worked out pretty good. The only problem I have is the Pro Point 38 plus over there. We have no tips because the money tree died, and it looks like it's going to be dead for the month of January too. Oh yes, it's pretty bad. So we're using boogered up tips, and I could not cut from this way to that way because the tip is blowing in the wrong way. I had to cut everything going that way. Yes. All right. So that's like being left-handed, right-handed. So I had to cut everything going that way so the material would actually blow out. So it's not the best cuts, but the best thing about it, it's better than using a hacksaw or without the Pro Point 38 plus. If we still had that other piece of shit plasma cutter, we wouldn't be able to do this project. But we can do this project because we have the determination, some tools, and lots of beverage. All right, let's get these things welded on. Okay, just about lunchtime in the kingdom, and it's nice out there today, so we'll have fun double Z dragging with the big TD18, and we'll get some more rocks out of the 41 Chevy there, now that we have the plates on. Alright, nothing's straight, nothing's level, because we live in the land of Dr. Seuss. So we got this plate on the back, we put it on, and it's custom bent and, how would you say, to fit. And then down here, we got the bottom plate on, but we can't put the top plate on until we actually get it, full of rocks. But over here, this is what we're dealing with. We're not going to sit there and grind all this boogerness off. I just ground it off on the end because this one will butt up against over there, that plate. Yes, so that should work out well. And we have to make sure we have no fires here before we go for lunch because this is kind of like a fire hazard. And over here, this plate here should have been 11 inches, but it ended up being 12, but I'm not going to cut it. By the time I cut it again, it's pointless. So I put it at a slight angle to add, curb appeal or decor. Yes, make it look like an artist. Yes, that's what I am as an artist. I try and make stuff work and fit. It's all part of survival at the end of the world here. All right, let's get down on our knees and put some rocks in the box. Yes, oh well.
Wednesday morning in WHO-ville is just after 10 a.m. and as you can see it is pretty cloudy out here right now, but the sun is trying to shine. The town of WHO-ville is out doing the snow, so let's head inside, let the dogs out, and then make breakfast. At 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom and see what we're doing today. 12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. The sun is trying to shine, but there's some clouds rolling in. Maybe we'll get some more snow. Now let's head inside and make lunch. I think I'm just going to have soup and a sandwich today. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's minus 19 degrees Celsius, which is minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit. We didn't have the feels like on the bottom. Looks like it's going to be a nice day, so let's head inside and get ready, then go over to the kingdom. Sorry about the background noise. My little helper has the truck that can't be shut off again. 1 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Looks like we're going to take Dooley out and do some dragging with the double Z drag today, but the town of WHO-ville went and plowed down to our neighbor's place there, and I think they might have blocked us in, so we'll head down and go check that out. My dad also said he did his video this morning on this fancy chocolate, and if you look right there, that is circled, may contain other tree nuts. What kind of tree nuts are in here? What is the other? In behind the kingdom now, which is right there, and this is our trail to get into WHO-ville. As you can see, they did kind of block us in if there was an emergency and we couldn't get out the front. There's no way we'd be able to get out the back here. I'm not sure why they keep piling the snow up right here when they could push it off into the distance. What a mess. Now let's head back up into the kingdom and see what my dad's doing. Back up in the kingdom, and we just put the batteries on Dooley. They were in the hose sack charging up and where it was nice and warm. We'll put the batteries on, then hook up to the double Z drag. 1:30 and we got duly hooked up to the double Z drag. I had to switch over to my dad's mic because my mic will pick up all the background noise. Now we'll do a few passes around the yard. Was on my way to get a video of my dad going into the South Trail and I heard dually die. We think it's the same problem as last time. Fuel is frozen in the lines there, so I'm going to head to trailer number 1 and grab the little tank, and then we'll try and blow it out. Hopefully we can get it running again. Got the old air tank out of trailer number 1 and it's filled up. Now we'll head in behind the house and hopefully we can get dually started again. 2 p.m. we just got the air tank over here and we're blowing out the fuel line. It is frozen again. Hopefully we got all the ice out of it. Now we'll attempt to start it up and see what happens. Not sure if you can see it, but the water pump is leaking, which is causing a mist and smoke around dually. Thought it was an actual fire or something, but it's just a water pump, so that's okay. There's not much we can do about it. Now I'll jump on the tire and get a little POV for you guys. 2:30 and I just did a nice little POV around the yard on the back of the double Z drag. Now my dad's going to do a few passes. I'll go get the mini out and fill up the tubs and do some firewood. You can see how much the double Z drag is cutting down in the yard here. It is really firm to walk on. You can see the layers, so my dad's going to do a few more passes and smooth everything out. I was just about to get the mini out and I heard dually quit. It could be out of fuel or there could be ice in the fuel line again, so I'll run up and grab a jerry can and come back down. Hopefully it's not that big of a problem. Every time we try and take these two out, something always happens. And it died again. Might just have to unhook the drag and get it back up to the kingdom and work on it there. If it keeps dying on us, there's not much we can do. Hopefully my dad can figure it out. Took the fuel line off, and as you can see, there's no fuel coming out where my finger is there, and that's not good, so maybe there's some more ice in the lines. I'll head back up and grab the air tank and bring it down. Got the air tank, now I'll head back down to dually and blow out the fuel lines. Hopefully we can get it started just to get it back into the kingdom and worry about it later. The fuel line from the tank over to the filter is not going, so right in there is hopefully where all the ice will come out of. Ready? Yep. Not sure if you've seen that, but that little chunk of snow there came out of the fuel line. Hopefully it'll run now. Got the line blown out, now it's the moment of truth. Will it run and stay running? Nope. There is fuel going to the motor, so we're not sure what's wrong. Well, he got it running, but not sure how long it'll stay running for. Hopefully he can get it back up to the shop and take another look at it. It does sound pretty rough. Now I'll head back over and I'm just going to keep the air tank on me and the tools just in case. 3 p.m. and I'm back up at the shop now. I'll get the mini out and go fill my tubs. Hopefully he has no more problems, but I will keep an ear out just in case. I do have the skidoo nearby so I can go check on him. Got the mini out and fueled up. Now I'm going to quickly pull the snow back where Dooley is parked, then I can take my tubs in behind and fill out the long trailer. Dooley's parking spot cleared out, my dad will take the snow away with the drag. He stopped and asked me to go hook up the red drag to the big drag, so I will head over and do that, because when he's done with the double Z drag, he's going to hook onto that one and do a few laps around. Got the two drags hooked together, and now my dad will do a few passes around the kingdom. Now I can officially fill up the tubs and head back over to the shop. 4 p.m. and I just got all the tubs filled. Now I'll bring them back to the shop in the hose shack. You can hear my dad in the background. He is still dragging the kingdom. Then I can put the mini away and grab some firewood out of the totes. Just after 4 p.m. and I got the tubs put away and the mini. Now I'll quickly run into WHO-ville and check the mail while my dad takes the batteries off a dually, and then we're going to fill up the wheelbarrow and the wagon here, and that'll be just about it for today. 4:30 and I made it back to the kingdom. There's nothing in the mail today. Now I'll head down to the shop. Sounds like my dad was cutting up some rail ties, and I think that'll be it for today. Just filling up the wheelbarrow and the wagon. The wheelbarrow has all the rocks in it so my dad can put it around the wood stove. Then the wagon has a bunch of small kindling and also a few rocks in there as well. Now we'll put this into the shop. 5 p.m. and I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll head inside and grab my dog treats, then go back into WHO-ville and do the weather.
Okay, busy day today. Trying to keep that TD18 running. We'll discuss that in a few minutes after I have a quick beverage. All right, so we're in the shop here. We cut some firewood. We always have to be ahead. And we got some kindling. Yes, well soaked kindling, not the snow. All right, so I was Hercules and brought the wheelbarrow in right full. But I have to get it unloaded and get the rocks behind the stove. And also, too, the rocks are cold, the gloves got wet. So guess what happens when you throw the rocks over the embankment here into the back? Guess what? They stick to the gloves. Yes. And the glove comes off and goes with the rock sometimes. Yes, we don't wear the best gloves or whatever. All right, so very pleased with that. So one little wheelbarrow there filled up the back. And the thing is, you have to ruffle it in with the shovel. You got to get it to lay. Yes, you got to get it to lay. All right, let's go check on the TD18 outside. And of course, the staff is gone when the hard work is to be done. Okay, what a day. The TD18, known as Dooley, was having fuel problems again. We had that back before Christmas when we moved, after Christmas, I think we moved those sleighs around or whatever. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on. But the fuel line goes down. It's under the floorboards or in the floorboards. So it's packed with snow, so the line has become refrigerated. But we got the 911 in. Hopefully we got the fuel problem corrected. And then the water pump decided to leak, so we just greased the water pump, pump. Hopefully it seals up. But the thing is, this is the first time it actually pulled the double Z drag in high range. Last year it wasn't working. So now we can work on the injectors and set the injection pump. So now we know it's running. It'll pull. We're getting the system, worked out. So we did pretty good with the double Z, and it cut right down. I don't know, I think we cut close to 6 to 8 inches off, and you can feel the difference when you walk. All right, let's go check on the flags.
5:30 and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's minus 19 degrees Celsius, which is minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It says we are in extreme cold warning, but it is not that cold out here right now, so let's head inside, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, we worked a little overtime right past 5, but I have my rocks and everything around the stove, so we got that done. All right, so we got the wood stove stoked up. We're going to be cold tonight, which is good because we got to take Aggie out and plow some snow. All right, so we're having fun in theory, I think. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. All right, so there's the flags. They're a little tangled. The staff untangled them before this morning, before we started filming, but that's okay. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and make a video, and we got to get writing a book because that's my only income, I think. I don't know what's going on. I might have to cash in the empty beer cans. Oh well, we'll talk to you later.